Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and in today's video, we're gonna do an unboxing and first impressions review of the new and very popular headset from Poly, the Voyager Focus 2. But first, you're watching the #1 channel on all things business phone systems and business internet related tips, ideas, and educational videos to help you make the best buying decisions when searching for new services. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our content and so that you're notified when new videos release. Okay, so before we jump into this unboxing and first impressions review, big thank you to the powers that be over in marketing at Poly for actually coordinating and sending this over to us. This headset has been very popular on their social media platforms and among the ranks of many other service providers as becoming a highly recommended headset. So I'm pretty excited to see what's in this box, but also big thank you to the boys and girls over at VoIP Supply for working directly with my contacts at Polycom to get this shipped over to us safe and sound. As always, there will be links to VoIP Supply and some other various places where you can see pricing and detailed specifications on this product in the video below. So without further ado, let's see what we got inside this box. All right, so here is our headset. So this says start here, Voyager Focus 2. And yes, it is basically like a quick guide is what it looks like. It looks like we've got our base here. Set that to the side as well. Here's our actual headset. It's very bulky compared to most headsets that I've got, but it is relatively reminiscent of the other Polycom headsets like the Savvy models and things like that. Voyager Focus 2 there on the actual bezel. And it's got the Poly logo, which as you notice, it's the new Poly logo. For those of you who may or may not know, it used to be called Polycom, but Polycom purchased Plantronics and now everything is just kind of Poly. See what else we got inside of this box. Looks like more manuals, bigger version of the Polycom Start guide here. And then we've got what looks to be a carrying case of sorts here. So inside here, it looks like we have a DC to AC adapter for the actual base. Looks like it's a Plantronics style hook switch. So here you've got various different power plugs for your different types of standards and whatnot across the globe. So that tells me right there that we've got an interchangeable power adapter somewhere around here, which may be the one that we were looking at. Yes. So this right here can come out. There's a little push button there where you can actually push that and pull out the actual part that goes into your electrical socket or receptacle. And so what those other things were that you saw is the different types of power adapters and standards that you might find across the world, like in European areas or in the Middle East and things like that. Let's keep moving and going through the bag here and see what we got. Looks like we have here a micro USB to USB-A adapter. My guess is that this is for the base to be able to connect to a computer. I believe this is a 3-in-1 headset, meaning you can be hooked up to a laptop for like your virtual meetings and things like that, or to use it as a headset to maybe even listen to media, as well as be hooked to your actual desk phone, either via USB or through the hook switch that I showed you, and then also connected via Bluetooth to your cell phone or something like that. Okay. So here is everything that was inside of our box. We've got the actual Voyager Focus 2 headset here. We've got the actual base that it sits on here. You've got your actual AC to DC power brick here. And then you've got a carrying case here, which for the time being is holding a bunch of different electrical power standards for all across the globe. If it was me, I would be taking those out of there so that I can use this to actually carry the headset. Also in here, I just noticed is a nice little baggie here that looks like you could put like an SD card or something like that in there, or whatever you choose in that little baggie. So that's actually pretty nice and cool. Let's go ahead and put this thing together and I'll show you guys what we got. Okay, so here we are with the Poly Voyager Focus 2 all assembled and put together. Now, one thing I wanted to point out really quick is this is a 3-in-1, which means you have the ability to be connected to a computer, to an actual phone that's on your desk. And then this thing looks like it also has like special Microsoft Teams support. Another thing I wanted to talk about in regards to this headset, which is why I'm actually pretty excited about testing it out in the office for the upcoming weeks, is this thing claims to have the best noise cancellation yet of any and all of Polycom's headsets. I've actually been kind of trolling Polycom, if you will, on LinkedIn and on Twitter since this released in hopes that they would eventually send me one. And they have released many professionally done videos where they're showing just how powerful the noise cancellation capability on this headset is. Let's jump into some specifications really quick so you guys know what this thing is all about and what it can do. Okay, so this headset claims that it can connect with its built-in Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth version 5.1. It says it has a listening time of up to 40 hours. Says it has a charge time of approximately 2 hours to full charge if the battery is empty. It also says it has a standby time of 30 days. This headset claims to have something called smart sensors, which means you can answer calls by simply putting on the headset or mute by taking the headset off and pause to resume your music or phone call sound. For hearing protection, this headset uses SoundGuard Digital G616 software. And this is that feature that I mentioned to you guys. It uses discrete noise canceling boom with acoustic fence technology for not only phone calls, but also for Microsoft Teams Open Office Premium microphone. Last but not least, it has a battery capacity of 560 milliamp hours and the battery type is lithium ion. And it says that the talk time is up to 19 hours. I believe if your Bluetooth is off, and up to 16 hours if you are utilizing Bluetooth. So let's take a look at the headset itself and I'll give you guys my honest opinions on what I think here and whatnot. So the headset itself has got really nice cushion on it, which is actually pretty typical of the Poly Savvy series. So I figure the new Voyager Focus headset shouldn't be any different. It's a bit bulky up here. The mouthpiece has very nice adjustability. It's got a notch on it. You guys may not be able to hear that well, but it has kind of a click and a notch when you push this up to the middle, and I presume that that actually mutes the call that you may be on when you do that. If you look much closer, you can see here that you've got your volume controls, your plus and minus sign for volume up and down. So that's actually nice that you can control that right then and there in mid-call. And then you've also got your controls here, and I believe that this is for Bluetooth pairing. So you've got one here for on, and then you've got one here for pairing, which I would assume, like most Poly headsets that I've used, because I got a few more around here, you hold this up, and then any Bluetooth capable device that you've got that is in, you know, searching for something to pair with mode, it would automatically detect it. And then this is kind of in the on position. Now, there are two ways to charge this. It comes with a mini USB cable, and like with the case with most of the older Polycom headsets, you can simply just plug that mini USB into here, and then you can plug that into the USB on your laptop, and then it will charge it that way. However, you don't have to use that. You can actually just sit this onto the cradle like so to charge it. And you guys probably heard that when that made contact. So you can either charge it on the base, which I would be doing, or if you're on the go or you don't have the base around, maybe you're using it and you're out on the back patio or something like that, or in a different room, you can just plug using the micro USB into your computer to actually charge it up as well. Okay, so here's what it looks like on my head. I will say this has some really good noise cancellation by way of the earmuffs. I'm having a hard time even knowing what volume level I'm speaking at right now because I can't really hear myself that well with these over my ear. It's definitely got some good padding to be able to cancel out any audible noise that your ears may be able to hear. Unfortunately, obviously, we're not going to be able to test the noise cancellation of the device itself from external noise into the receiver for people that you may be talking to on Teams or on a phone call or on a video meeting with, but that's for a future video later. While we're on that subject, this headset supposedly has some of the best noise cancellation on the market, and what Polycom claims to be their best noise cancellation technology and, you know, overall engineering science put into the best headset that they've ever created to be able to block out unwanted noise. I may actually put a link to that video for you guys below because they've got a very interesting video that they did that just shows how powerful its noise cancellation is. So let's talk about what I like about this headset. First of all, noise cancellation supposedly is really, really good. Even though we can't test that right now, the way that this is muffling out external sound actually sounds excellent. For example, right now in my backyard, there's an actual excavator, like a Caterpillar excavator that has been digging all day. It's loud and I can't hear anything right now coming from that thing. The other thing that I like about this, it's very comfortable. It's really comfortable and the padding on top feels really good on my head. Other thing that I like about it is it's a 3-in-1. You can't beat a good 3-in-1 headset because they simply minimize a lot of desk space for you, whereas you would need to have either two headsets or just a bunch of stuff all over your desk. You can now have just this one headset sitting on this thing charging, and it's connected to your laptop, to your desk phone, or you wouldn't even need a desk phone theoretically, because you could connect to your desktop app for your hosted cloud provider, or you would just be able to connect to your mobile app with your cell phone. So it's also got Bluetooth. So a true 3-in-1 that also even supports Microsoft Teams. So that's a huge plus there. What I don't like about it, I would say it's a little big. While it does feel extremely comfortable, it is very bulky. But in fairness, that's not anything any different than any of the other Polycom previous headsets, like the Polycom Savvies and things like that. They tend to be a little bit bigger and whatnot. The only other thing that I don't like about it is it's just very loose. It has a very loose kind of feel to it. I'm not saying it's falling apart. It just sounds like it's a lot of material that's kind of hooked together here and there. It's very jointed is the best way that I can put that. But all in all, I like it. I mean, I'm gonna test it out for maybe like a couple of weeks or maybe even a month. Might even turn into my permanent headset until it becomes obsolete, and I'll let you guys know what I think. For those of you who are curious about how much this headset cost, it goes for approximately $329 to $400 US. It would actually include everything that you saw in the box. I don't really have any complaints about the headset, but again, I want to use it and see what it's all about, and I want to also see how well it works with other phones. Big thank you to VoIP Supply and to Poly for sending this over to us for unboxing and review. Again, if you're watching this and you're interested in this headset, you're interested in price or seeing more detailed specifications, I'll actually have that information in the video below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting or helpful. And also remember, you're watching the #1 channel on all things business phone and internet service related tips, advice, and educational videos to help you figure out which services make the most sense for your business and maybe even save yourself a little money along the way. So hit that subscribe button because we upload new videos every single week, and to make sure that you're notified and you don't miss any content. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.